Hey everyone, welcome back to Legend of Mushrooms with Genghis. Going to go over the archer build today. There's two archers. Let's look at the different classes right here. Shadow Sniper and Wind Crossbower. They end up being the Sacred Hunter and the Plume Monarch. Is there a difference between them? Everyone seems to think the Crossbower right now, 30-something days into the game, is OP and way better. But they really are basically the same. Crossbower is the fastest attacker in the game. And the Shadow Sniper, or his vine there, ending up the Sacred Hunter, is the strongest attacker in the game. They both need basically the exact same skills and to complement them. They need the exact same pals. They need the exact same skills on the gear. The only difference is you would want a little bit more combo on the Crossbower because the Crossbower is attacking really fast, so that combo is going to give him multi-shots more often and combo damage to go with it. And then the Sharpshooter, because he's attacking so strong, you want to multiply that at higher rates with a little bit more crit. So that's really the difference, but for the most part, the build is exactly the same. Let's look at the different gear here. You want combo on everything. You can see that I basically do have combo on everything. I won't show you the gold ones because they're about half because, you know, I'm just trying to get Aura's gear at this point, but most of them do have combo on it. Anyways, this is basically a perfect one that you would want. So combo and skill crit. Some people favor crit rate. Some people favor skill crit, but combo by far is number one. It needs to be on every piece of gear. If you have a piece of gear that has skill crit and crit rate, let's get into relics. And these are let's go to my PvP ones. So right here, I have Arrow King Mask. You're going to have that on PvP or against monsters because it's combo, and that's what you want. I used to use this one, the kite, and I like it because when you enhance it, the damage goes up, and if you don't know what you're going to be you don't know what your skills are, that sort of stuff, then it is pretty solid to use. This one I've recently switched to, and basic attacks of the dragon, turtle, or lizard pal have a 20% chance to deal damage equal to 0.5% of their own HP. I just finally got unlocked the pink treasure dragon, and I think he's really, really important to use. So I'm trying this one out, but I used to use the kite, and I did like it. Now, over here, this one you basically have two options. I like this because I just don't think there's very many options for resistance in the game, and I just want to have just a little bit more of it. But I am playing around with this one right here, and you can see I have leveled it up a little bit at the start of the battle. Increase attack by 1% up to 10%. Here, to be honest, I've been messing around just playing with all sorts of different stuff because I'm using all sorts of inferior pals because I don't have one, but this is the one you need. You need it to be on Octopus. If you are an archer, this is a must-own pet. I don't have the Octopus. I've had terrible luck, and I'm just inferior with this relic, but this is the relic you need to use here because the Octopus is basically, along with the banana, the top two pets that you need with your archer. There's no way around it. Those are the ones you need to use. So this is the one you need, the metamorphic crystal. Now, down here, this is kind of another must also, the stellar statue. Some people are using the time statue for disarmed, dazzled, smoke bomb. This is one you would use earlier in game before you do get the worldly snare. Once you get worldly snare, like it's a different game, you have to put this statue on. And the necklace over here. So there's basically this one that you need, and there's no ifs, ands about it. You need this one because it helps summon units, and one of your skills you're going to need to use is Clone. Clone is so OP, so you need this Storm Necklace. Every single class, no matter what you are, this is the necklace you're going to be using. Let's get off of this. Let's go into Souls, and I don't want to talk too much about Souls because you're going to get the same 8, but the one thing we got to talk about is which one are you going to level up? And for me, this was the most important one. It gave me global combo, global attack, and healing. That is the one that you want. This is the most important one. Back accessories, the only tip I'll give here is get to 41. Because you can see at 38, 39 is 2,800, 2,900, and then it shoots up to 6,000 something. So get to 41 on attack. Obviously, if you can get any of these wings, get them, but they aren't free. If you are going to spend money on this game, spend responsibly. Use the Apptoid App Store. Get up to 35% off on all in-game purchases. Use the promo code Mushroom5. You can see me doing it in the background. And if you'd like to do so, the information how to do so is in the description to the video. Save money. Put more in your pocket. Mount. Advanced mounts. Which one are you going to want? This is the best one for archers right here in the rush event. You can get it up here going into the rush shop. This is the one you absolutely need to have for archers to use right now. It's the best one out there. But also this one you want to own, not necessarily to use in battle, but you want it for this passive skill 10% attack that's going to be working all the time for you. And then that one's going to be good to ignore stun if you do end up going against mages. But anyways, let's get into other stuff here. Let's get to the most important stuff, the stuff that people really want to look at, and that is skills. So I do have the mushroom on. It's not something I'm going to have forever, but I have it right now because I'm missing some skills. And let's talk about those. Now, number one skill that everyone absolutely needs to have is Clone Strike. This is just OP. It puts out, it summons a replica of you that sits out front and takes all the damage, basically for like the first 10 seconds. So it gives you another life. And then another really good one for you is Smoke Bomb. And one of the reasons why these are so good is because almost everyone you're going to face has Blitz, and you need to have Blitz. And look at this on Blitz. It gives damage immunity for 3 seconds. If your opponents have this, they can't be hurt for 3 seconds either. So you got to look for skills that last longer than 3 seconds. This one lasts 5 seconds. So you get 2 seconds of extra damage out there. And then Worldly Snare. So this is super important. You get it in the cross server war shop. It should be the first thing you're going to buy if you're an archer. You save up for this. Increase crit rate by 10%. For every 1% crit, gain an additional 3%. This lasts for 5 seconds. So we get that in here into the Family Brawl. It's in here in exchange. You can see it's sold out. I can't buy it. This needs to be the first thing you're going to buy in this shop. Save up for it. And then start buying shards down here to level it up after. So let's get back into our skills. And we've gone over Blitz. We've gone over Smoke Bomb. We've gone over Snare. We've gone over Clone. And then after that, the next one that you're really going to need is Windborne Arrow right here. This one is in the Cross Server War Shop. So, and inflict vulnerability for 5 seconds during this period. Any non-skill damage dealt to the target also applies an extra 100%. So this is a very, very strong skill, and it's going to be something that you're going to want. And it's in right here in the cross server shop. So this should be what you're saving up for. Also, right at the end, you can see the skills, or the skills are here. Those are the shards. So if it was 400, like it said, I would have it. I need 2,000 to get it. So those are basically the skills you're going to use. There are backups that you can use if you don't have those. Wind Gust is a pretty good one if you don't have it. And notice one of the things is because attack for 5 seconds, right? You want to be outside that 3-second range of Blitz. And then the Mushroom will help keep you alive. That is a good one. But the Clone sort of does that as well. So realistically, I am a little OP on the staying alive skills, and I should probably be looking at adding more attack. Coin Bomb is a very, very good one early in the game as well. And this is one that I do actually like a lot right here. It's not necessarily the best for archers, but if you're struggling against someone who has clone and blitz, this lasts for 10 seconds. So you're 7 seconds outside of that invincibility that blitz drops on them. Let's get to the pals. Will say straight up, I am missing the most important one. Two of the most important ones, or they would be in there. I'm missing Octopus, which increases combo damage by 60, and other stuff on combo 200. And then I'm missing this guy. This guy's also awesome. So if you have this guy, when HP is below 50%, gain a shield equal to 30, then you don't need the mushroom. Because instead of starting with the mushroom at 20%, because if we look at the mushroom right here, the main problem with the mushroom skill is that it's almost wasted at the start of the battle, because it gives you 20% right away, right when the skills drop, right? So it can die. But luckily I have Blitz and that protects it. But if you don't have Blitz and you have Mushroom right away, 20% ain't that much protecting you. Maybe if you're a warrior, but as an archer, it's not. But if you have the Hipster Tortoise, he doesn't start to help you until you're getting weak. So that helps a lot, but it's really only going to happen once because it's a 60-second spell. So I would have him on. Banana is a must. Counter damage 100, combo 10%. You basically can't play without Octopus and Banana, and then you should have the Hipster Tortoise on, so it gives you another skill option to get rid of that mushroom. Now, another one that I really, really like is right here, the Treasure Dragon, and that goes with the Relic also that I pointed out. So he increases crit damage and skill crit rate. So he really, really helps out archers, especially if you're going to be in the sniper category, the Shadow Hunter area. So this, I really like Warlord Hydro Sprite. I'm using him. I really like that he brings my skills back 25% faster. You know, that's some of them, that's 5 seconds faster if they're a 20-second skill. So it is something I really like. I do like the Hero Bird also for increasing my attack speed. And then right here, the Snow General reduces enemy attack speed. So I'm basically doubling down and I am speeding myself up while slowing down the enemy. But when I get Octopus and Hipster Tortoise, you can bet that one of them is leaving this lineup. And then I'll play around with removing the other one and removing the skill regeneration. But I have to get those. Those are basically the 8 different pets that I would use in this game. There is one more that is good, and it is the bunny. He does increase the crit rate by 5%, and 1/3 chance to basically stun the opponent. And stunning the opponent, that is super critical if you can get lucky enough to get it right when both of your skills are regenerating. So other times it's really not worth it, but at the start of the battle, you're going to battle someone, you're both going to drop Blitz, then the countdown's on to who gets their skills next. So that's why I have skill regen 25%, and then I could also put Bunny on and hope he launches them at that perfect time. Now, let's look at the statue. So my statue is here, and I've gone with 3 global combos and 2 global attacks. Some people think you should have a crit rate in here. I think that I'm better off with this, and I've got very, very good success with it. And I do recommend at least 3 global combos on here. And global attack, you know, I was considering going with a 4th combo or a crit, but I just rolled really high on 2 global attacks and decided to keep them, and it's working out well for me. But majority of your statue needs to be combo backed. So which artifact should you have? You got to level this up, and there is no event, so you don't have to worry about saving up. Just level up as you get it. This is the best artifact for archers. If you can get your hands on it, it's actually the best artifact for everybody, because you get 1 extra skill at the start. Now, it sucks when they use Blitz and it doesn't help you, right? So you're waiting for the next time around. But this does actually, it can double clone. So if you get lucky enough and it launches your clone, you can get 2 clones. So that's why it is really, really OP. The other ones are there. This one is good for archers, and so is this one, and so is this one. But this one's the least good for archers, but it does lots. It confuses the enemy and makes them attack themselves. So, you really can't go wrong with any of these artifacts. One other thing here is what you need to focus on for archers is you need to go attack. Then you need to go HP. And you need to do that so you could get to combo damage. So this needs to be your path, your first path in archers. That's your goal. And just keep leveling it up. Keep going with that combo because combo is key for archers. Archers is all about attack, combo, crit. So those are the things you need to focus on. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this. Like, subscribe, leave a comment.